And welcome to our second episode of
Bring it, sir.
We are going to
Enter the Crucible, our video battle report.
To this reckoner, allocate one to this reckoner to get us started.
So for this matchup, we have John Carter with a Shooty P. Denny list versus Jeff Jar with a mixed.
I believe we settled on Yef Yar.
Yef Yar.
Yeah, it's totally Yef Yar.
Jeff Yar. I'm sorry. I murder his name all the time.
Your pistol wraith is
He's a good friend.
Looks like Jeff on the roll to go first. You want to talk about the scenario? This is the vanishing flag scenario, isn't it?
Yes, this is commonly referred to as 3 flags. I don't have the exact scenario name on
Incursion.
Incursion.
But that's not really
Thank you, Clint.
That's not really
You're welcome.
So in this scenario, the center flag remains.
Scenario.
The center flag remains, and you can control it for 1 and dominate it for 1. The 2 side flags
12
can either be controlled for 1 or dominate for 2. On the second player's second turn, you roll randomly to determine if one of those side flags disappears. Before the current SteamWorld packet, this was 3 random flags, and you could occasionally have the middle flag disappear, which everybody was super mopey about. So one of the changes they made to this scenario was that the center flag always remains, but you can't score off of it. So you can't throw a brick into the center of the table and just keep scoring 2 control points over and over again.
All right. As somebody who's had the misfortune of playing against Carter's Shooty Prime Deneghra list,
we all had the misfortune of playing against it.
yeah, it's not the most fun thing in the world. My eyes are still pretty terrible. Is that his Nis up at the top of the screen there?
Yes.
All right. So then we
Looks
got
like Nis are deployed to his right, followed by Leviathan. And it seems like centrally located is the Mechanothralls that we discussed on the podcast.
1 week ago.
1 week ago, totally.
A little concerned about the range of your shooting.
Followed by his various support solos spread out. Looks like the Flamebringers are running up.
I do know that going first against the Deneghra list is actually pretty helpful because it puts him in a bad position. That's pretty aggressive deployment, so maybe he can feat on this turn, but I know that's kind of the tough choice for him is either wait and take your licks or...
Well, I think he's going to... You think Jeff's going to feat this turn? I think
I'm talking about Carter's Prime Deneghra's feat.
No, I know, but I'm saying if he plans it right, he can feat on Deneghra, and Deneghra can't feat on him while taking a POW 14.
This reckoner's gonna
I don't know if Deneghra will really care about taking the POW 14 if she tries to push forward. I mean, she could do a full camp, go up, take a couple points of damage, and still get a quality feat off. If the decision is between the feat or not at a critical turn, what's a couple points of damage on the friends?
Yeah. But there's no point in feeding if you can't get your army up there to fill in front of you.
I'd be very surprised if Jeff pulls a first turn feat. I don't believe he should.
I think she should just stay back there and do nothing.
You think so?
Yeah.
Is this a kill box mission, by the way?
No, it's not.
Fantastic. I might just keep her back here.
The all-important kill box question being asked early for a change.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, second turn. Is this kill?
I don't think you're going to take the first turn.
I haven't activated my warcaster yet. Everything else is gone.
Feet.
It looks like he ran forward. Did a really aggressive play.
Wait, did he run? Oh.
Yeah.
With her focus.
Wow. He's going to get feeded on. That's for sure.
Funny thing is, if P. Denny feats on Harbinger, it's not that crippling.
Just due to the focus abundance?
Yeah, just due to the crazy focus. You're still a 16-inch control area on a focus 8 if he still wants to feed.
These ladies with tough.
So the Flamebringers got tough in case any early shooting went
Speed 6.
towards their way.
I'm actually really curious to see how the Zealots do against Carter's list, especially with their positioning being far away from the Nis. They can get a crucial mini feat to being invulnerable on the following turn. That can get really interesting.
And the interesting thing about Zealots is that even with the feed up, they don't care about hitting anyway. The rat debuff is not as critical. If you're close enough and you're throwing a bomb, you're okay with the deviation.
So when you are ready, sir.
Go. Then 2 to Leviathan.
Alright, turn switch over.
That.
Going to be interesting to see
Touch my microphone real quick.
how much
Aiakos
the work can
using a
do.
cast escort.
This versus the errants is an interesting setup. In this particular situation, I would assume that the Nis have a slight advantage because there's nothing that helps the errants actually hit Nis, and there's a feat that helps the Nis hit errants.
Pretty sure.
Leviathan will go. He'll advance. Is mighty 7.
Really? I figured he'd charge up Denny,
They'll take
feet.
a shot on this daughter right here.
and Leviathan would just tear up those daughters.
Okay.
Your defense is a 15.
It looks like he's throwing the shots
14.
anyway.
14.
Yeah, he is.
I need a 9. That's a 9. It's power 15.
3 dice
Power
is 3
15
dice.
Straight dice.
Dot.
We're going to go ahead and martyr.
Oh, you tough first.
Oh, tough. That's true. Makes it.
And he passes
You're not-
tough roll.
Yep.
By a second shot. Same target. Hits.
Oh, wow.
Take another tough.
Tough.
And that's 2 tough rolls in a row.
That's going to get annoying pretty soon.
Yes.
It happens.
But worth it.
I know Carter seldom, especially if he's going,
Do they have magical weapons?
They do not.
well, especially when he's going first, he likes to feed
Weapon
on the second turn.
This
So
will-
I'm not surprised if maybe he holds
advance.
off onto it here, but that could be a crucial turning point.
Well, it's
So I
never
do
bad to
on
hold
the
on to
side
your
of the
feet, right?
field, Like a
No,
These kind of feats.
I just know. Well, granted, I play Signar, so I'm trying to outrange him. So he usually always does whatever he can to maximize his turn
That's
of shooting
true.
against me. So I'm a little jaded, I guess.
This is a very interesting feat counter feat type situation because if you consider them both purely as control feats, which they are, one is and one is not. Usually in that situation, the person who sends their control feat out first is the you generally loses it because then the other person just counter feats.
12-inch shot. She'll go to fire 1. Yep. All right.
But in this
Ball.
situation,
Yep.
I don't know. It's
6.
It's a tough one.
15?
16.
16. There's a 7.
Looks like NIST are doing their best to
Misjudge that
maximize
advantage.
cover from that
They'll
building.
shoot. Target this one here.
By an inch.
Is 6. Miss. And she'll target the closest. Kill. Yep.
-6.
So,
You know, thinking about it, I talked about
they'll run.
his feet, using Carter using his feet early, and it seemed like the only thing it would do is just slow down their army and help the Leviathan out. But I think he wants to use his feet when he can get every single shot out for maximum effectiveness.
I know he, with this list, does a tremendous amount of work with the small arms fire. With the
Yeah.
Parasite feat, just Nis and
Parasite
Dougal,
feat.
as we talked about, just...
Crippling grasp, blah blah blah.
We'll do make thralls. They'll run.
And since I'm terrible at scenarios, when do you determine when the flag disappears?
First players, second players, no, first play,
Second player's first.
second players first.
Who's
turn.
on first?
Yeah. Who's on first? What's on second?
It's basically
Brain fart.
neither player has the potential to know which flag is going to disappear on their first turn movements.
That's why I just go for the center one.
But the interesting thing is that with this new version of it,
That's
the
right.
center flag is kind of harder to get crazy scenario leads off.
Like resurgent.
Yeah, and it seems like the common strategy is just pick one and go for it. I know that it's kind of what I have to do with trolls because, you know, I'm not really a spread out kind of.
necro.
Most of my lists aren't really spread out and stuff, but
Answer.
it always does help to have a
He will activate.
feral geist or something tiny over there just in case that one doesn't go away.
Yeah.
Well, and the interesting thing that they did with this scenario was they even spread the flags out any further.
Yeah.
So, like, this is like the quintessential scenario of you need to make sure you have enough coverage to be able to go one way or the other, or have enough forward coverage to not have it be a massive downside when one of the flags disappears.
Yeah, I like it better this way because if that middle flag goes out, and the old incursion, if that middle flag goes out, I'm done.
Two will advance.
It's really tough to split up a troll break or, you know, something like that. This one, you actually have game. You just shift your army over and
Woman will run.
try to figure it out.
I'm just curious, how would Carter react if the
This Wraith will run.
top flag's the one that goes away? Because it seems like Jeff has a much better threat sitting at the bottom.
What? I can't tell from here, but what's up there? What's in the top?
We'll do
On
the-
Jeff's army?
It's
Warwitch
Aaron's
Iron,
versus.
she'll
Those are
add
Aaron's?
sands
Okay.
to Here.
It seems like he's having
Power
a bunch
boost
of
is this.
solos near that bottom flag.
I know he mentioned about how he didn't come out fully to talk about how Venom can be abused when you cannot target models with magic
Alright,
attacks,
I
but you
think
can
now
always
we get to
target
see
a
which flag
spray
goes away.
somewhere in the
Your
back
own guy behind him, or
or in front of you and get
We'll
the
do,
spray that you need.
1, 2, 3.
I think that's
4,
why
5,
the
6. It goes away.
Interesting.
yeah, that was. I don't know if that was good
Ready.
for Carter.
No, I actually like Jeff's position on the bottom flag a little bit better.
Me now,
Yeah.
I would guess.
How does this reset? How does all this work?
Oh,
No, it's nice to be Carter because
menu.
second turn
restart.
he gets to
Sweet. Go ahead.
second player, so he gets to
Give back both of
choose which
those.
one he wants to score on.
And I know I mentioned, I
Um,
believe earlier, Carter has phenomenal eyes for a scenario
Batman.
play. That's
True.
one of his
And 2 to that man.
very common tactics. I know he's much better at it than I am, but I've seen him always be able to play aggressively for that.
Care much about tear, so that's not going to help me too much there.
Just seems like the Nis are gonna not do much but fight errants all day.
Rupert moving to
I
here.
think that's a decently favorable
Again.
All right.
trade, though. Because if Denny gets up to a good
My
certain
control
position
area
and
really
beats,
quick.
having those -2/-2, they're essentially Rat 8 Power 12s against
Yeah.
Aaron's. And he's not doing the martyrdom tough thing with Aaron's, he's focusing it more on the Flamebringers.
Yeah.
Fine. So
Granted, that could change now because I think his Flamebringers are in range to start.
activate this
doing
unit
stuff.
Next. She's going to forfeit.
Yeah, with sidestep, they're gonna mow through those Mechanthrals.
And we're going to give a run charge order with that unit.
Looks like they're
She's gonna
going to commit to the Mechanothralls.
Yep.
That's going to be a very aggressive placement once they're done with those side steps.
Yeah.
She will charge here.
And this is kind of like one of the perfect
11
scenarios for the
charges.
Flamebringers to begin with, which
Sure.
is
Get
that
that.
early charge, that
Nothing
retreat
in the
back.
way.
Yeah.
She will
You don't have to worry about
since
clearing
the flag
anything
is
off
over
or
it,
just prime juicy targets. And I mean, for
she will charge here.
the POW of their weapons, it's
She is just
Mechanthrals are
pretty much
perfect. I mean, they're gonna hit,
Absolutely.
they're gonna kill.
Yeah, and
What's up, sisters?
I'm pretty sure
Trying to kill
that the
some
Feet's
kick
probably
in.
going to follow this up as
We're gonna
well, which
try.
will give
So
him
first attack
excellent
here.
positioning.
Fine.
You also have just the obscene
Hits.
speed of them to
Okay.
redirect,
Command.
regardless of what flag was dropping, if need be.
Anything but
Yeah.
oh yeah, 4s. 4 1s will still kill.
She will sidestep 2 inches.
Okay.
This is one of the
And
really strong abilities of
Her charge.
sidestep on light cav
Hits.
models, which
On
is the
one.
ability to just you hit and
Dies.
you get away.
I think he's setting up for the feet, as he mentioned. Just
2 inches.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense.
Her second swing. On the
See, I'm
lower
used to playing
side.
trolls
Right,
where we
defense
don't have
14,
feats.
doesn't matter.
Pound
You
nine
just-
master.
So I'm like, you need to push that guy up.
Ahead.
She needs to be up further.
She will
And if you notice that
sidestep.
a Flamebringer with Mat 6
Okay.
just hit the 8s to hit a Stitch Thrall,
Actually, I apologize.
Yeah.
We'll get us-
which was
Uh,
pretty
completely
good. That's on the non-guided hand attack
we
as
will try
well.
that. Hits.
Okay.
7 and 6. POW 10.
All right. That's -2.
strategic
Yeah.
stitch thrall removal, and especially necrosurgeons if possible, is actually a huge hurt to that army.
Charge attack.
Yeah,
here.
especially when you're already clearing out the
Hits.
Mechanthrals.
On 9 weapon master.
Okay. Dies.
Dead. She will sidestep.
That wasn't a proper roll. You just picked it up and dropped it. Not
That is-
get
And then charge
nitpicky.
attack
Gonna get a
here.
ref out there.
Yes.
6 and 6, 12.
Mhm.
Hits.
Yep. You're looking
POW
for 12.
12.
Dies.
Or POW 9, I'm sorry. She will sidestep to here. Swing at the little guy.
Innate.
Hits
Not a
Again,
problem.
another 8 that he hits
Yeah.
on a Stitch
His
Thrall.
head.
You can never
Sidestep.
tell when
Mount
Carter's getting annoyed, except when he gets
hits on a 6.
real
Okay.
quiet. Like,
POW 10,
real
-2.
quiet.
Enough.
Yeah,
So-
we call that game face. We've seen
Yeah.
that quite a bit.
Yeah, and then, I
She
mean,
will sidestep. And
then
we'll
nobody
finish
there's no friends anymore.
light cav move.
Yes, sir.
Now,
She's going to come back.
just going back to this, I was talking about, and it kind of seemed like a dumb idea at the time. I was talking about feeding early, shooting the Flamebringers with Leviathan, getting those out of the way done, or at least 3 of them. And it seems like they just put a really big hurt on them, and they're going to put a really big hurt on them next turn
Let's see.
Beautiful stuff.
if Jeff beats this turn. So,
Next,
what do you think it would have been
Zealots.
useful
know.
or smart
Gotta
to
move.
if he would have done that already?
The thing is
If Carter would have feeded.
Actually,
I
need
feel like
to,
Jeff could have gone heavy into the martyrdom game, especially since this was the first turn.
That's true.
So they're
That's
running.
true.
So I don't know if the list has,
That's on the table, right?
surprisingly enough, has enough guns to really put
Leviathan rated fire 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you probably only want to kill 1 or 2, maybe.
The only way I've been able to get rid of them,
Plus tough rolls and martyrdom and stuff like that.
is like a Raven snipe feet go, where I'm using the feet just to get the range attrition, throwing a massive shooting army into
Yeah.
them, to the point of Harbinger is going to start dying if she keeps martyrdoms.
This Reckoner,
I always forget about martyrdom.
2 inches and an inch.
Mhm.
He is going to go ahead and fire. At
I don't know why.
Leviathan.
Oh, the deadly
Range 12.
Reckoner is starting to
Sure.
unload their
Uh-oh.
salvo against the
It's gonna boost
Leviathan.
to hit.
Uh-oh.
Ret 5.
All right, defense 12.
Misses.
Yeah.
Oh, it misses.
Yeah, I wish I had
Menoth
rat 5.
Reckoner just missed.
We
He
did
did.
harp
Has
on
that
him
ever
for not
happened?
doing battle, so
Yeah.
I
I
think
don't know
he's
if
not
it's been
used to it.
recorded
Yeah.
In the history of this game. We'll have to
He
see.
needed a 7, so
I think that just
not too
happened.
bad.
To right here. He's also going to try the same thing. Range 12.
Sure.
I have, and the line of sight from here hopefully is passing this base.
Remember 12
It's where we all need to invest in Clint's little laser
You got-
pointer
Dude, the things
there.
are only like
And then
$14 at Walmart. Oh, not Walmart.
So you will try and boost
Home
the hit.
Depot.
there's also other places online that sells them as well.
Yeah. Discount Games Incorporated.
That hits.
Yep.
Partnership with
You will
Muson
boost
Store.
Damage, POW 13.
Minus
You're
5.
pimping all the stores.
I'm pimping everything.
8 damage
Where?
to the 2.
8 to the 2.
Vassal's going to move up. Ancillary, this man.
Good old ancillary attack coming here.
Yeah, there really
Boost
seems to be
this
no
time.
reason to
So
enliven.
strong. Still
Like,
hits.
hits on a
10.
straight dice.
POW
Minus
13,
5.
minus
Yeah, because
5.
it's gonna be they're just gonna be shooting the whole time.
2
so.
damage to the 2.
Yeah, and the armor stats are not really crazy high in this army, so there's, I mean, yeah, the +2 is better, but
And
we've
let's
seen
say
Dougal pick
people
up
within his
half of a
command
heavy by
knock
himself. If he
knock
doesn't
down.
keep non-magical shooting up, he's going to get punished quickly.
True.
3,
True.
and 3 and 6. 2 and 3.
And it's like one of the
both
things
decks
that
can be
is worth harping on a
Magical
little
range
bit is
Already?
Menoth melee.
The Harbinger
Menoth like
before
actually
I
taking
miss
their
out,
denial
check
abilities
their
to the game
control.
that denies strong melee leads and punish them that way. It's been so long that most Menoth players
2
are like,
inches,
I must always battle Reckoners and ancillary attack Reckoners to pick heavies off the table.
and then we'll move
But that's
Yeah.
not always the best situation.
another 2 here. We'll hold on to that. She will pop her feet.
Sure.
Aaron.
So I think you need to give the lesson out loud to Mayhew using
Yes,
a
you know what? I
microphone. People need to know that
Imagine that there's a laser beam pointing from the microphone to your mouth. When you turn to me and say, say something smart, which you usually do. We can't hear you.
15?
15, yeah.
So that's why I look at you out of the corner of my eye.
Well, we'll fix it all in editing.
I hate to
We'll
tell
fix
you
it in
something.
post.
We'll fix it in post.
We have blue screens,
We're
right?
gonna go
We
ahead
just
and-
Yes, blue screens.
Okay.
Blue screens.
and computers.
Yes.
6 inches. And 4.
Hopefully not blue screens on our computers.
This is true.
Old PC joke.
It looks like,
Aaron's just running.
yeah, I don't know if he's trying to push the engagement. It seems like a rough call, simply on the fact that Denny's feet's coming. You're forcing Carter's hand at this point, because I know you're not you're preventing his army from coming forward a little bit, but
I got
About
when
All right.
I don't know if you guys know about the Fun Palace
Fasten
studio
the
we've set
train.
up here, but
Me.
we're in a separate room
Time.
watching a feed from the camera, and
It's all you.
All right.
so they can hear us if we're really loud. We're not really loud. No, when I played earlier, couldn't hear anything.
get a little bit of the NPR voice.
So what I think we
Yeah,
should
Chase
do,
spends
I
14.
think
He's going to upkeep.
once
escort.
Carter feats, we should just laugh out
Base
loud.
defensive 14, Jeff.
Just laugh as loud as we can.
Okay.
Just a little psychological warfare.
Yeah, just a little psychological warfare. Just get him off his game,
21. Okay. So
and then he'd really go into his go face.
All right.
Game
I
face.
think that viewers need to see the game face Carter
Yes.
whenever possible.
Hopefully he'll lean forward and we'll get to see his eyes.
It's not as fun as the game face Carter is as this is bullcrap Carter,
Those,
which I've gotten a couple times.
We're all good friends.
Quarter slanty eyes.
Once again, we lose the Asian viewer base.
You can't get lucky here.
That's racist.
So
Okay, so when he does pop his feet, let's first of all let's move the mics out of the way.
Yes, so
Or
it's
someone's
not
gonna get blown out
Harbinger.
eardrums.
I mean, I guess I can see
going
the
to run
forward advancement because of how many Nis are behind that building and can't draw line of sight.
Yeah.
6.
Here
comes
comes
the arc
praise.
I don't know if Jeff is considering the actual shooting aspect of the Nest
Yep.
right now.
I don't think he was planning on
Straight dice.
the running arc nodes followed by a lot of venom.
So you got some early damage on that arc node just from the feet. Like I said, Crick's arc nodes rarely care.
And there goes the arc node. That'd be hilarious.
That would be wonderful. Not that we have anything against Cricks around
Yeah.
here.
The
No.
answer you're looking for was take out the arc node. Alright, she can definitely, I can target her with spells. Get your Harbinger. I want to do
You ever seen Carter play with sunglasses on? That's the best.
Super douchey.
Super.
yeah, why not? Try and clip.
Basically, he's just telling you he's better than you.
In
And he's gonna
every
activate-
way possible.
She's gonna pop her. Well, not. Let's see here. Maybe we get a little bit too over. So we'll switch that. I'm actually kind of fine with what I'm catching. I'd like to get that Reckoner, but it's not gonna happen. I'm getting Harbinger for sure. So I'm gonna pop my feet, and then cast Crippling Grasp.
Okay.
Harbinger, I'm gonna boost.
Not sure if
Defense
that came
down, so-
through.
Oh no, I muted it.
Okay.
I didn't want to blow out the
Miss.
eardrums.
On 3 dice.
Oh, he totally
That's on you
totally
again.
heard
Yeah.
it. He's pissed.
Clearly.
So he's feeding in Crippling Grasp Harbinger.
That was a little
I
disappointing.
wonder if he's going for the kill right now.
If so, this game will not be aired.
Yeah. Well, he had to use
Google's
all the
gonna
focus
activate.
stat to
He's
do
gonna
it.
double
So.
powder rations.
Yep.
He's gonna sacrifice his movement to aim, and he'll take a shot on. Oops.
So Dougal's activating. He's activated double powder ration and he's aiming.
Take a shot on her.
Okay.
Your defense is now -2, so
Who's
you're
her?
14.
Are you sure he
At 9.
debuffed
Looking
Harbinger
for
and not the
Hits.
Flamebringers?
It's,
He might have
Uh,
debuffed the Flamebringers.
I'm not sure if he had line of
yeah,
sight
so
on
your
him.
armor's down to a 13 -3.
Yep. He
Yes.
he
Three.
feeded.
Five
Down to a
5 damage,
13?
so
Yeah.
five.
So I think he's counting the
Not
feet.
touch.
Just the feet, not the
Okay.
not
Okay,
crippling
I'll
grasp.
bounce a shot over to her, assuming she was in 2. Make sure I got the range. I do. Take a shot on her.
Once again, here we get to see Dougal's monstrous ability with all these debuffs.
4th shot.
He
Hits.
Did you hear how loud he
-3.
said fourth shot? Like, yep, I hit them all. We're good.
Makes it 5th shot. Or, no, that was the 4th
I'm not sure how we're getting to a 5th shot.
Yeah. Spiller was the 1st shot.
He caught
7th shot.
So, no, this
You've
is
got
a
one
shot.
more.
We got one more. All right. So, 1 more point of damage. No, I didn't. That was -3. So, nothing.
I have no idea what he's doing right now.
I don't know what happened.
He did the
Eight,
correct number of
missed
shots. I
right,
was paying
apparently.
attention.
He
to
just
it.
called it the fourth shot when it was really a third shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Counting math.
Yay. He's supposed to be good at math. Although he was good on 3 out of the 4 shots.
It's true.
So,
I'm going to.
wait, that doesn't make any sense.
Nope. He's a quarter good.
He's a quarter good. So he was right on.
Shakes down.
I give up.
I appreciate your
Racism
efforts.
and math don't go together well.
Do some other
That should be a lesson to us all.
I think we have all learned something important today.
Because you're an asshole.
Yeah. So somebody turn on the light because
I'm
the
just gonna go-
video
just gonna
engineer
activate and advance here.
forgot to.
Give my net closely.
And look
I'd
at
fire
that
that
much
guy.
better quality
And-
shot.
Yeah, and the. Yeah.
This will activate. Sack movement.
What are they going to do? What are they going to do? The NIS,
Movement.
I think they're going to activate.
they're going to activate. I mean,
I think they should all move forward slightly behind the building and then die.
Moving away from that
yeah.
crazy lady.
And there's a nice little.
He's turned to insults now on his caster.
Yes. There's
That
a nice
crazy
little
lady.
minutia, not necessarily minutia, on Harbinger's feat, which is you can still advance. You can even advance like to the side as long as you're not ending closer to her.
Correct.
So it doesn't necessarily lock you
Those things
down as much
All
as
right, we'll do
it
some shooting.
kind of
We'll first
dictates your
have him
movement,
shoot
especially
her.
for single wound models.
Good point, Cotton.
Okay.
Good point, Cotton.
Yep. He has 1 health. So
I'm not saying Carter was a better commentator.
Power 10.
Tough.
Oh no, he totally is. I would agree with that.
He's going to try and shoot the back one. I should have scratched this, reversed it. Be just out unless I'm in Dougal's command range, which I'm not.
Now I
so
kind of want to
hits.
be that character from Dodgeball.
Yes.
Ouchtown
population,
you bro.
This guy.
Are we now ESPN 8,
Hits.
the Ocho?
The Ocho.
16, 7.
could be.
No. His
Look,
shot,
ES
that guy.
They should totally
Hits.
show. If there wasn't
16 to 7.
ESPN Ocho, it would
Kills.
totally show War Machine.
I think so.
War Machine and Magic the Gathering.
They showed Magic on ESPN
Him
2
and
at
her.
one point.
Yeah.
Hits. 16.
That didn't last
No.
very long.
This is
Her
pretty
and-
impressive fail over here with the miss.
She's a rat 7, so she actually hits. No.
Double
It
one.
seems like
Wow.
because
Here.
Carter was so
Kills.
not centrally located with Denny that his
Three.
feet's actually having a hard
Here
time
to
covering
here.
all the things that he wants it to be.
Hits.
Yeah, I think he only got the
No. Here.
4 or 5 errants
Miss. Here.
near the center.
It's
Yeah.
kills.
I kind of see where he's going. I think he wanted to
What
have
else do you have
her
to shoot?
more
Oh, that's it for there.
more to the side so she can dominate quicker.
Also, that wall, I think,
Yeah.
was a big deal with 2 Reckoners.
Virgin.
Well,
the
she does
Reckoners
have
can't-
stealth.
Yeah, she has stealth.
Yeah.
So I don't
I'm
know.
not sure then.
Does he still have 2 sirens in this list?
Yes, he does.
Please.
Okay. So I'm assuming one's over by the building and one's by the wall. Is that what I'm assuming? Am I assuming correctly? Because I'm just wondering how he's going to get rid of all those zealots.
I've been really curious about that too with their positioning.
That's-
It seems like
Carter's the type of guy that has a plan for that.
He has another arc node off camera that ran like to the extreme side. So he
And
might have been looking at the
Matt is off on the edge shooting a laser beam onto the table.
because he's helping.
he is a child.
He's, yes.
He may have been looking for like Warwitch Siren spraying.
Matt,
the
go back to your
arc node.
room. Matt,
Try and
Ma'am.
boost him.
bathroom.
Got the range.
Matt, bathroom.
You get a focus.
So we power boosted the off-camera arc node.
I thought I got everything.
Fine.
It's
Apparently
really hard
did.
too. So
It is. I mean, that camera is way up there.
At this point, he is,
Oh, there he goes. He's
That
back in
was
the real
9,
world.
12, 2 more.
looks like he just moved it to contest the zone or to contest the flag.
Top 14.
Yep.
Straight dice. 10
Ouch.
damage.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay.
10 whole
Well,
damage from the feet.
Wow.
I don't think you take out my move.
This positioning actually looks very rough for Deneghra.
Yeah. Usually when we see this list in play, his
This
feet turn
raid
is
stands still.
monstrous. But it looks like
Shoot it there.
Harbinger is having good play of not having everything die.
It's
The Flamebringers are not going to add very much
One.
next turn anyway without
Yep.
the ability
Tough.
to.
get
Charge.
soul.
Seems like the extreme separation of the errants and the zealots made it really hard for him to bring
For 1.
everything he needed to bear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't die.
There's
Share
one unit
again.
not getting affected by anything. Or at least half of each.
Tough. Fails.
I mean, I don't even know he's going to
We'll
make
do
an
one more
attack on
time.
the zealots this turn.
Doesn't look like it. It looks like Jeff's
And once again, I'm calling
utilizing
Ascension.
martyrdom to keep the rest of the Flamebringers alive, which is probably smart at this point because it doesn't look like there's a
Activate.
lot left. There is a Leviathan though.
Advance
The
here.
Leviathan is
Shoot
concerning.
him.
That is true. We haven't seen that yet.
7 and 5 hits with a 12.
Yep.
I'm a power
6.
12. Kills.
That Leviathan's going right
Sold.
into the Flamebringers.
I'm trying
What
to
was
take a
Aaron's,
shot
actually?
on the leader.
What's the range?
I don't know. What would you do?
Short.
Right there. It's not over him.
Because you're over your base. You're leaning over your base a little. Because of the angle.
It's like the pistol race.
No, why can't it be in?
Yeah.
All right, damn it. Not like you wouldn't just sack it. All right, that was I should have shot something else. That's a mistake.
Looks like the Pistol Wraith only got one shot off because he was slightly outside of his
Arc
second
node.
target.
Okay, now let's just see if this was.
I never really feel bad when a pistol Wraith doesn't do anything.
He'll advance. Would you care to measure my starting distance? Because I'm going to try and get away with not taking your power 14, but it's going to be a little fishy.
I don't think he's going to be able to
I
get.
think to get past that base.
But it's where I end up.
Yeah, this seems like it's going to be very difficult.
Is it where you end up?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
where you
Okay.
end your movement, so you can advance. You can crescent
So
around.
14 and a half.
inches away.
So you can go in and back out.
Yeah.
No, 14.
Okay, 14. So never mind.
Yeah.
I will.
No way. Leviathan's going to be eating
I'll be measuring it for
feet
damage, so
damage.
it's a little shady, but I'll be taking the shot.
This is where boxcars come in.
Yes.
I think so.
Where Jeff damage might actually come into play.
Power 14.
Armor is a 18.
18 minus 5. Or minus 4.
4. 3 damage.
An average roll.
To the 4, okay. Not the right.
I was hoping for boxcars.
He
That would've
did
been
tag that with
hilarious.
the Reckoner earlier, so it's been lit up a little bit.
That's true.
Okay. He's going to take a shot at Harbinger. Your defense is now.
Carter likes to live dangerously and
Yeah,
use
to
War
10.
Room.
I'm at 5 and 5.
But we love War Room
Hits.
here. We love Power
Boost
Tier
damage.
packs. Everything about
your
it.
armor is 21 minus 4. So
17.
15. So
We do love Power Tier press.
8 damage.
Please, please.
It looks like he's going for the
And
assassination.
War
or
Room has
Harbinger.
gotten a lot better.
I'll buy a shot. 5 hits. Minus 2. 1 damage.
Ooh.
Where's he shooting at?
Harbinger.
A shot.
Prevent
Oh.
grass speed on Harbinger.
Hits.
Oh,
Minus 2.
Dead.
8 damage.
Dead.
And that's game.
That is
Wow.
why Denny is super gay.
With no shield guard and no way to prevent
No
the
shield guard.
spell
Wow.
assassination or
And it
spell
wouldn't
hit.
even have mattered with the martyrdom. Would have been dead even from that 8 anyway, because I only took 4
Well-
for martyrdom.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to
That
beat
was
your army up first. I was hoping to
depressingly
draw
short.
some
I mean,
cards.
it was nice that he did that last.
It
Last activation. At least we got to see a whole turn.
was it the -2? I didn't think that you were going to roll.
So thank you for watching the
that
second
high
episode
boost
of
on that one.
Enter the Crucible.
Well, the average
will be
dice
missed.
would be 7.